Hey guys, welcome to 1159 Videos. Today we've got an 03 Honda Accord. The CV axle's bad. Going down the road, it makes all sorts of crazy noise on this side right here. When you turn, it also makes clicking noise. So first thing we're going to do, I usually use a screwdriver right here. You can have someone also put your foot on the brake, but I do a lot of stuff by myself. So then we're going to go ahead and break this free real quick and start getting into where the CV axle is so we can change it out. Now once this is removed, we're going to go ahead and start breaking down what we can. We're going to leave as much on it as we can to possibly get this out. Now, this is pretty easily free right here. You have to remove the shock. You have to break your brake lines clean real quick. I usually pop the brakes right off so I can just kind of move this out of the way. So let's go ahead and get this down. I'll actually pop this free right here. So let's get this knocked out and get it done. This is one of those jobs you can knock out in literally about an hour or less. Make sure you stop flush when you come down here so you can tap this thing free. And as you see, it popped up. Once you get it to pop up, finish taking it off. So I pretty much loosen the brakes around. I'll take the shock off, slide it out of the way, pop it out, and away we go. So this just makes it a little bit easier. Got a couple turns left up here, so let's go ahead and get the brakes off real quick. Now as you see, I've got the brake caliper off, I've got the brake line loose. This is loose up here. The shock's coming out right now. So got the CV axle unbolted, so we are close. So that's out. So let's go ahead and finish getting up here done, and then we can rotate this around and get it ready to come out. Gotta get this line free too. It's for your ABS. Don't want nothing to mess up on the ABS, so it's easier just to unbolt it so it's able to move around real easy. It's only a 10mm bolt, so it's easy to do. So that's out of the way. I'm just getting this last little bit out. A couple more turns and it'll be out there. Alright, that's out. Now, from here, you're just going to have to kind of wiggle it through. Sometimes you got to tap it with something just till you get it out. Once you get it like that, get it out and free. Next step is push down, get it past your actual shock. So let's go ahead and get that done real quick. Keep everything so you're not pulling anything. Now with it sitting just like this, the next step is I'm going to put a jack stand underneath the car. I'm going to climb underneath there and I'm going to tap it out. It's got a little snap ring that holds it into place. So once I get that to pop free, bad CV axle will be out. We've got the new one to go in. So let's go ahead and get that knocked out real quick. Now once you go under the car, I pretty much just took the screwdriver at an angle and I gave it a little bit of persuasive tapping. And so if all goes well, she should be actually free. Look at that. So let's see how bad this thing actually was busted up. Yeah, hear all that? Yeah, there ain't nothing left in this thing. It's pretty much toast. So out that goes. So I just wanted to show you the CV axle that I just took out. As you see, it's yeah, seen better days. This definitely is broken. So that's where the knocking noise was coming from, and she should have heard the clicking noise a long time ago before this actually broke. And in with the new. Look at that, isn't that pretty? All right. Pretty much goes back in the same way we just took it out, except you don't have to do the tapping now. Now you will have to make sure that the little snap ring, once it's in place, you'll know it'll snap in. So let's go ahead and get started. Take this up into place like this. So whatever you do, try not to damage your new boots. All we're going to do is sit this right now, and I'm going to actually go get a flashlight so I can see what I got to do, since my camera has my light that you should use. Now again, with a little persuasive tapping, it clipped back onto the clip. The clip on this one is actually onto the little carrier shaft up in there. So once you get it in there, you're pretty much going to come down through, and we're going to work it back up into the splines of your hub. Alright, now like that. Now it's pretty much the fun part of getting everything to go back into place. First thing I do is I pull up on the bottom once I get it into where it's about to go, and I go ahead and get the shock down. Once you get close like that, you can tap it in. Alright, now that that's tapped in, you're already halfway back where it's supposed to be. Go ahead and make sure you got your CV axle so you can get a nut on it. When it's in like that, we're going to go ahead and put the new nut on it just to hold it in place right now. I'm going to tighten it all, just to hold it in place. Alright, now that is done, I'm going to go ahead and get the top down, and that's pretty easy. You can reach your hand up, hold it into place, and put the bolt back in. Nut back on it. Pretty much the rest is home free. It's just putting the brakes back on, tightening your lines back where they go, and you are done. See how easy that is? And that'll be your CV axle changed out on a 03 Honda Accord. So let's go ahead and get this buttoned up, and I'll show you the finished product. I'll show you my little trick for when your ball joint starts turning. Oh yeah, I guess this is a how-to video, so let me pan up real quick and I will show you. I simply take my breaker bar, put it behind the spring, come back through, push on that. Now sometimes I will take a hammer and I will lightly tap on the top, make sure it's in the control arm, and then what I will do is tighten it up that way. So that way it doesn't spin on you. Sometimes you just have to do that. They want to be stubborn. And this one is back on and done. Go ahead and get the cotter key in there. So this is done. We're going to go and put the brakes back on. Now don't forget, we got to tighten up the hub. So let's go ahead and knock out the last couple things. Now I went ahead and put the strut bolt back through, so that's all done. Now a lot of times you can take a 19mm wrench. When you start putting your brakes on, they'll rotate around on you, so put 19mm wrench right up there. Finish tightening this up. After this, we'll have 3 things left to do. Tighten the nut for the CV axle, and then we will have one little hose bolt right here, and put the wheel back on. Alright, let's go ahead and get this snugged up real quick. And since we're going the opposite direction this time, we're going to put that in like that, and go ahead and tighten this thing up. Now, once you get it tightened up, you're going to want to take a punch and punch in the groove right here. Just get the nut right into it. So I'm going to go grab a punch. We're going to get this finished up, and this is a done deal. All I got left now is pull out the jack stand in front and put the wheel on. So anyways, that's your CV axle change on your 03 Honda Accords. So I hope that helps you guys. 1159 videos out.